Hey everybody, John Dahauer again. If you would please subscribe to my channel, give me a like, and leave any comments you have, questions, whatever. It's a beautiful day. If you're not having one, go get one. We're above dirt, everything's good. So I'm glad you're back. Today we're going to talk about some Stihl machinery again. We talked about the chainsaw, had a video of that. If you haven't seen that, go watch it. We're basically talking about the best bang for your buck when it comes to a chainsaw, if you're not an actual professional that uses it every day. Today, on the other hand, a lot of times if I can save you money, I will. But if you need to spend the money just right out of the gate to get the best product, then sometimes we have to do that. So today we're talking about a pole saw, okay? So today we're talking about the Stihl HD 131, okay? HD 131. Try to get it on the picture for you. It's pretty hard, pretty long, but that's basically the motor, right? Got your pole, okay? And then down here, obviously, have your, well, maybe, there we go, extension screw, right, to let this pole saw out. Now, the thing we're talking about today on this saw, we're just gonna start right at the meat of the saw, okay? So, this saw not only comes with a 14-inch bar and chain, but the most important part is right here, okay? This whole casing for the gearbox that goes down to the gear that runs all the way down this pole saw, it's all in steel, aluminum, hardened aluminum, whatever this is, okay? This is all steel, this whole body. Now the tank for the bar grease is obviously gonna be plastic, but this part is what you're looking for, okay? And if we flip the saw over, you'll see this whole body is the same hardened aluminum, metal, whatever it is, material, all the way around that saw, okay? All the way around the saw. That's what you're looking for. Now, Stihl does make a couple options. They make a smaller one, but this is the Mac Daddy. This is the best they sell right now for Stihl. You can't get a better pole saw, and I've looked at everything, okay? Then I'm gonna switch it over here so we can show you the other side. Sorry about this, but this damn thing's so big that it's hard to get it anywhere in the picture. Okay, nice thing is you have your one adjustment screw or nut. So you loosen this nut, adjust it right there, tighten it back up. Okay, now obviously I need to tighten this chain because I just used it. But this saw is the Mac Daddy, okay? You're not getting a better pole saw. Now, is it gonna cost you some money? Unfortunately, yep, it's gonna cost you some money. But the thing about this saw is it's got the biggest motor on it, holds the most fuel, has the start easy system. It even comes with a strap that you can hook to this around your shoulders to help hold it. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I never use it. It's a pain in the ass, it gets in the way. It makes it harder, but it's nice because it has this clip system. So you can just take this all the way off if you want. Or when you put it on, you can just slide it up and down wherever you want it. So there's no more messing with stuff. You just put it on here and you adjust it, okay? But this is the Mac Daddy. I think this was 700 bucks when I bought it. I know that sounds like a crazy amount of money, but when it comes to something like this, I'm all about chainsaws, getting my best bang for my buck, getting some that's gonna last me forever, getting some that I can cut anything I want with. But when it comes to a pole saw, spend the money out of the gate, because if you don't, you're not gonna be happy. All the other brands, I don't care what they are. I just don't care. They're not even close to the Stihl pole saw. They're just not. I probably have 300 to 400 hours on this thing already. I live on 8 acres. I had to put my own road in. It was all trees. This thing, I've went through probably 6 chains on this already. I mean, it's just, this thing cuts anything. And this thing extends out. I think the total reach is about 16 feet. Now you can get a little bit more. You're not supposed to do it, but if you hold it up, you know, make sure you have gloves on, obviously, but you can hold it by the, you know, the back end, you know, get it way up there in the tree. I bet I've reached, you know, 18 feet probably when I need to. And 18 feet doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're reaching up in a tree and you see how high 18 feet cuts, it's amazing. But like I said, I have tons of hours on this machine already for how long I've had it. I mean, I use this thing all the time, just like my chainsaw. And the great thing about this is you never lose power. A lot of these pole saws, they just have too small motors. The gear system runs through the pole, down to the blade. They just don't have enough power. So, you know, when you're trimming little limbs, you know, 1 inch, up to 2 inches, it's fairly decent. You're going through them. This thing, I don't know how many 6, 7, 8 inch round tree limbs I've cut through with this up in the air, but I couldn't even count them. And it just runs through them like butter. And that's because the bigger motor, the good gear system, and that 14-inch blade and bar. This thing runs through stuff like butter. I know there's a lot of other products out there. I know there's electric. I know there's all this other garbage. But I'm telling you, this thing, it's the best. Hands down. I've used tons of them. I finally put the money out to buy it, and it is absolutely worth every dime, because in my feeling, I'll have this thing forever. My last chainsaw from Stihl, I just replaced it on that first video I had it for 20 something, 30 years, I don't know. It's been forever, and it still ran. It was getting a little doggy, getting worn out, so I got a new one. So if I can put half that time on a pole saw and cut what I cut with it, with the speed that it cuts, totally worth it. So anyway, that's what I want to talk about today. If you're going to get a pole saw for any reason, for any amount of use, this is what you want. Now, I will say, if you have a small yard, you have just a couple trees, small limbs, and you want a powered pole saw, go to the smaller model, the Stihl. It's probably 250 bucks cheaper. It'll do fine. But if you're doing any amount of cutting, if you own property, if you own a company, anything like that, this is the pole saw. This is it. If you don't get it, you're going to be cutting and you're just going to be mad at yourself. So fairly easy to use. Like I said, you know, if you have any questions, comments, please leave them. But once again, this is what we're talking about today, folks. The bad boy. Stihl. Make sure I tell you right. HT131. Okay. Bad boy. Biggest motor, best gear drive, aluminum head, 14-inch bar and blade. That's what we're looking for. Okay, that's what you want. Like I said, if you're doing any cutting at all, anything, you get it and you will thank me, because you'll never have to buy another one again, and they run forever as long as you take care of them. So anyway, that's all we have for today. Like I said, please subscribe to the channel, leave me a like, any comments that you need. But beautiful day, have one above dirt. Till next time, thanks.